Hello, everybody, and welcome to the weekly wrap up with John and Yancy. That's right, we're back. My name is John Haynes, and I am here with my co-host, Yancy Seals.
What up, everybody? How you doing? Back from a nice hiatus, enjoying ourselves. We're back. Hey, John, how you doing, man?
I'm great, man. I'm doing wonderful, Good to see you again, man. Good to see you, my brother. Definitely.
Yeah, man.
I'm doing wonderful. And,
Vacation does well for you. You look good, man.
Thank you. Yes, so do you. It was good to see. It's good. I'm telling you, man, it's good to be back. Good to see you and get everything flowing. And I was like, well, what's happening on the news? Because I don't know what's happening. So
there's no news. There's nothing going on. Everything is square. Everything's copacetic.
Exactly like it was 2 months ago, right?
Yeah, same way, man. Except there's a war going on in Israel.
What? A war in Israel? Oh my God!
A declared war against the Palestinians, or Hamas, actually, I should say.
Hamas. Well, it's the I mean, they're saying it's Hamas, but they're declared war against the Palestinians. I mean, the bombs that they drop don't just say we will only kill Hamas. You know, the bombs are killing everyone.
First, in full disclosure, everybody, you may hear something that you don't want to hear in this particular segment. So I'm sorry.
Look, I'm not. You know what? And I'm here to say with Yancy, I'm not really sorry. It's just that the West. Well, we live in the West. In the West, we are receiving, from what I understand, what I've been reading, and because I have been out for a minute, but we are receiving the information that is pro-Israel and nothing that is actual factual. It's just it's factual pro-Israel. Did Hamas, attack and kill 1,400 people? They said yes. I mean, there's evidence. I mean, that's not right. That was wrong. But then no one's talking about the 4,000 Palestinian lives that Israel has taken. I mean, two wrongs don't make a right. And just simply because you are backed by the United States, and we are not showing everything. I mean, you can look at other news sources and find out that we're just not being told the whole story.
Yeah. And my thing is like this. At some point, if you push a rat against a wall, he's gonna fight back at some point. And the Palestinian people have not been able to live in peace in that little itty bitty piece of the Gaza Strip. It's inhumane where they're living and how they're living. That's not right. They deserve to live in peace just like everyone else. What happened? A fraction of them became Hamas because they said, enough is enough. This is bullshit. We're going to fight back. And that's where you get them. Now, let's just turn that thing around. A fraction of American people became MAGAs, didn't they? On January 6th?
Yes.
What do we do with them? Do we start shooting and killing their ass? What do we do?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, see, that analogy is really good. The bottom line is, man, to me, Israel, first off, this land was given to us and it's ours. And they're referring to the Exodus from Egypt. And if you really read that, when that Exodus happened, there were a multitude of people, different races and different creeds and that went with them out into the desert. So the land that they're saying, well, this land belongs to us, God gave it to us. Well, if he gave it to you, then he gave it to all of you, not just a segment of you, if that's what you want to go by. I mean, and then there's the 7-day war, of course, but then there's the encroachment that Israel has been doing in Gaza. I mean, it was actually, I'm trying to think, it was in the 40s that it was that they passed a law or something. It wasn't a law. It was they passed it in the United Nations that Israel shouldn't do that they can't encroach, that they can't take, part of Gaza, and they're doing it. They keep doing it. Keep
on doing it. They hadn't stopped. They just keep on encroaching, and taking away. And it's just not right. I know we had a point, was it back in the 80s where there was a deal with Clinton for a two-state party or something?
Yes, like two-state party, right. They never came to fruition.
No, never came to fruition, but they need to have their own. Give them people their own. Why can't they? Why do you got to support? Why do you got to have all of it? Why?
I mean, and this is the question I have. Why can't they live in peace? You know, I mean, peace comes through understanding. It's not going to come through force. And I don't know. I don't understand why Israel don't get that. It doesn't come through force. Now, what Hamas did when they attacked, that was bad. But then look at the reason why they did. They got tired of getting killed. I mean, just think if someone walked into your home right now and said, "Okay, time for y'all to leave. This is our land. It was given to us. Your house is our house now, and you must leave within this time period." And you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so then they push you into a small area. I think there's I don't know how many million of them in that one little area in Gaza Strip, and they 2 million of them in Gaza Strip. I mean, and then they're just out there with no resources. They can't open businesses without without Israel's approval. They can't get help without Israel's approval. They can't work without Israel's approval. They can't create businesses without Israel's approval. That's an occupation, man. I mean,
somebody on I was saying this very same thing. I was saying, is Israel's hands clean in all this? And someone jumped on me, man. And I'm not gonna say who it is, but they jumped on me and said, "I feel sorry for you." They said they killed all those babies, and I said, "Hold it, wait just a second. A faction of Palestinians became rogue. I get that. That's not right, and I condemn and told that. I condemn it totally. There's no killing of women and for no reason and civilians. I condemn that completely and totally. But you got to understand, those faction people have raised up and said, "That's enough. Enough is enough. We got to live in peace along with you too. Why do you get to have all the goods and we don't? Why do you get to have everything? Why do we live in a place that's just as big as Washington D.C. Gaza, and it's 2 million people up in there fighting for stuff that they can't even get a hold to unless Israel says, yes, we'll let you have that little piece. Let you have some of that. You go for your business. But we weren't part of that because that crooked ass Netanyahu.
Yeah, Netanyahu, of course, we all know he's been convicted. He's a criminal. But the thing with Israel is like, and I have a question to ask them. I really want to know this question, the answer to this question. If your people, you say you follow the Torah and that you are holy people, where in it does it say you shall kill you shall kill people? Where in it does it say you shall covet your neighbor's good or your neighbor's land? Where does it say that? I don't read that. I don't know why all of a sudden they're holy for killing these people and for taking their land and coveting their land, and they're not even. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get how Israel believe that they're better than these people because of the Palestinians. You're gonna go back to Abraham. Let's go back to Abraham. But why do you feel that you're better? What makes you better than the Palestinians?
Absolutely. So I don't know, man. This is a war that's been going on for years and years and years.
Lifetime.
Yeah. So how do you fix it? I don't know. You make a 2-state party. Simple as that. It's not difficult. It's not difficult at all. What side do you want? Okay, then we'll go over here. Oh, you want the side? You go this side? Okay, then here's the line. And that's simple. I don't think it's difficult.
No, to me it's not. It's except for that Israel doesn't want it right now. And I think the Palestinians need to, if they don't want it, they should want it. It should be a 2-party state, and then or a 2-state party, and whatever, however you say it. But I think that's the solution. But we all knew that for a long time ago, but it hasn't happened. And I think right now that Israel is actually they're actually going against their own rules. I don't get it. And then wait, to make this more important, because I gotta go here. Okay, so the United States of America says we give Israel $80 billion a year, but why are we giving them $80 billion a year? To protect themselves from the people that are around them in that area, to protect themselves because they're under threat. That's what they told us. That's what they continue to pound to us. Then they become under threat, or they become actively under threat. And now the United States is saying we need to give Israel money. But we gave them money for that same fact. Why are we giving them more money? I don't get this.
$50 billion is what we're going to give them.
I don't get this. I'm like, well, wait, why? And we, the American people, got to understand that's tax dollars. That's in addition to Ukraine. Okay, and then we have problems here in America that we don't even look at resolving. because we're giving this money away to other nations. Again, we give Israel $80 billion a year per year to protect themselves. I don't believe we should be giving them any more money. You know, if you can't do it with that, then I'm sorry.
No,
you know, you don't, maybe you shouldn't deserve to exist.
I completely totally agree with you. They shouldn't be giving any more money. I have a problem. And then you got this. Now I'm gonna switch stories on you.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Then you got this idiot named Tim, the senator from South Carolina, Tim somebody. What's his damn name?
Was it Walker or something like that? Yeah, I forget his last name. Tim Walker. I know you're talking about.
From South Carolina.
Tim Scott. Yeah.
Tim Scott running for president.
Yeah.
This dude here, he voted against the supplemental income, not income, but for help for the people in the United States for the hurricanes. He voted against that. But but you give money to somebody else. What about the people here? People here need help. They're going through some issues and everything. They need help. Several catastrophic issues that happen. Hurricanes, earthquakes, whatever the case may be. We need help here too.
See, and that's, I was always told from being a little boy that you can't help anybody if you don't help yourself first. If you're not in a stable area, then how can you help someone else? Like you said, we have all these natural disasters that's been happening in the United States, right? We have all the rebuilding that has to go on. We have people that, you know, again, they have people that are living living in squalor. Some of them by choice, but a lot of them not. You know, and we can't give clean water. We can't feed people, but we can give money to other nations. And this is going to be our downfall. You know, when people don't really realize how much money that the United States taxpayers are giving away and receiving nothing in return. I mean, yeah, they're receiving their Israeli information. So we're giving them $80 billion for what information. And then Iran's giving money to Israel, to Russia, so they can get their information. Information right now, you know, if you know what you're doing, you should be able to get the information that you're paying for. I don't, you know.
Got a question for you, John?
Yes.
Gonna switch stories real quick, but I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who today currently is the Speaker of the House?
Currently, the Speaker of the House is no one. We do not have a Speaker of the House. No, there's no Speaker of the House.
Business.
I mean, but you know, I mean, the Republicans have they have the majority, and again, this to me proves that they're not able and not capable of leading. They can't even come up with a leader amongst themselves. Okay. And you know why they can't lead? What I believe they can't lead is because they're not creators, they're destroyers. Okay. They're not trying to create a better union. They're not trying to create a better nation. They're attempting to destroy this nation, just like they're destroyed the Republican Party. And then they can't vote for who's the worst destroyer. I mean, they don't deserve to lead, and that's just evident. That is just totally evident.
And they put up Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan. You want Jim Jordan to lead you guys? Jim Jordan.
Jim Jordan.
The one who turned his back on the sexual abuse going on at the wrestling thing. The one who's checking after Biden for no reason to impeach him. That Jim Jordan, right?
And they can't even get the votes for him.
His votes going down every day.
I know. Every time they have a secret poll, it's getting less. So who are they going to choose? I mean, Marjorie Taylor Greene. I don't understand, because I do understand, because they're not really true politicians. These people are just destroyers. They're not, because politicians, the art of politics is the art of compromise. Okay, believe it or not, the art of political parties is the art of compromise. Everybody doesn't get what they want, but everybody gets something that they need. Okay, you look at it, and it's not what you want, but it's what you need, you know, and then you compromise. But these people are not, they don't compromise, right? Because they don't have building in their mind. They have destroying in their mind. And that is what they do. They're destroyers. The Republican Party is nothing what it was before. It's horrible. I left the Republican Party because of it, but yeah, they're horrible. Then now they're trying to change the government to be the same. What are you looking for? What are you looking for in a leader? What are you looking for? But they can't find it because they're destroyers, man.
Right. They're not, as you mentioned, they're not builders. They've always been destroyers. Even John Boehner, the previous House person, said that all Jordan does is destroy. He hasn't even passed a bill the whole 17 years he's been in Congress.
Not one bill. Not one bill.
That tells you he don't know how to govern. That should tell you a lot, but yeah, here we go.
I mean, he hasn't, which tells me what he just goes to work and doesn't do anything. He allows his assistants to read through. He hasn't, if a person that's been in there 17 years, in Congress in 17 years, and have not even written one bill, he didn't even write a bill that failed. He hasn't written a bill.
Right. He's there for the money. He's there for himself. He's there for the power. That's what
I mean, and then again, they can't even vote on him being their leader. I totally believe that we should that Hakeem Jeffries should be the speaker right now. He just say, okay, look, we have to do something, because you know what people don't understand is we don't have a speaker. That means we really can't move forward.
You can't.
With any kind of bills, with any type. You can't help the American people. You can't do your job, basically, what you're there to do.
And the government's getting ready to shut down here in November 17th?
Yeah. Like again.
For the holidays. You're gonna shut down.
And they got rid of the other idiot because he made a deal not to shut it down.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it. So what do you want to do? You want to they want to destroy America. They want to shut down the United, government. They don't want anything to happen. People are not going to get paid. It's crazy. It's insane because, again, and I keep saying it, I'm going to keep pounding it. They're attempting to destroy America. They want to destroy it.
Who's the puppeteer back there? John J.
Yeah, well, it looks like he is the one that's orchestrating everything. But even the person that he said should be, they couldn't vote for him. I mean, he's orchestrating everything, but he's sitting back laughing right now at what's happening in the Republican Party, which is ridiculous. Again, now that you mentioned Donald J. Trump, what's happening in his trial in Georgia, man? What's going on with his trial?
Scot-free. He's free to go.
He's free to go.
Yeah, they got scot-free. Conspiracy theories already started.
I know, right? Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
He is in trouble. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you his goose will be cooked. I'm gonna tell you, John, right now. I'm gonna say it online. I'm going online right now. If Meadows walks in and say, "I want a plea deal," John J. Trump
done.
He's over. And
done. I mean,
if Meadows don't walk in and ask for a plea deal, he is a nut.
He's going to jail. I mean, that's the reason why the other two, they said, hey, hold up, wait, you're looking at jail time, real jail? No. We'll plead guilty. We were saying, take jail time off the table, and I'll tell you whatever you want to know. Basically is what it is.
State jail, right? Jail. Hell no.
I know. You mean not federal jail? You talking about state jail? Oh, no, thank you. No. You're not going to get me in state jail. And in case you guys don't know the difference, the federal prison is a lot better than the state prison. A whole lot better. They used to always tell people, if you're going to do crime, do a federal crime. Don't do a state crime. You might as well do a federal crime so you get treated better, you get better food, you get better, better everything than the state. Man. Ooh, Lord Jesus. I've seen some of them. No, but again, they told them, they're like, we'll plead guilty, and they pleaded guilty. They didn't get found guilty. They pleaded guilty. It means, yes, we did it.
Yeah. Of the other 19, I'm gonna tell you, John, I don't think there's gonna be. When it's all said and done, I believe at least half of them going to try to walk in and get a plea deal. Now,
yeah.
Now you got the brother and the sister who went and they are working with Kanye West, and they just harassed the other person. What they waiting on? And then, John, did you see the priest?
No, I haven't. What? No, what? Talk to me. I've been out. Talk to me.
Of those 19, one of them is a priest. Got his little collar.
Oh yeah. He got his little collar on. I mean, you
and then on Sunday, what does he preach on Sunday? After he be
thou shalt not lie. Really? Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Really? Really? Really, Pastor?
God,
Really?
this is so funny, man. It's just crazy.
It's pathetic. It's
it,
pathetic. And people in other nations are laughing. They're looking at like, look, these people, they're telling us they don't deserve to lead. They don't deserve to lead. Look at them. They can't even govern themselves, and they would be right.
Yeah, that would be absolutely 100% right. 100% right. So
I looked at when again I was out for 2 months, and I looked at things, and I have to say to people that I remember when I didn't understand how people could not be into politics until this past 2 months, when you have a lot on your plate and you just can't put any more on there. And so I fell off. I really did. I fell off. And then when I came back, it was such an eye opener. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this. I can't believe that the Republican Party that wanted power so bad, that begged for power, that once they get power, they don't know what to do with it.
Right.
I'm like, okay. I just can't believe that, that this is going on in our nation at this time and period when things are actually changing and we're supposed to have leadership. We need leadership right now, and we don't have any. I mean,
the problem I have with the Republican Party right now is that they won't do in public what they do in the dark. So in other words, they all will vote against Jim Jordan. He only made 100 votes in the private meeting, but when they go on TV, he only loses by 20. Why won't they do in public what they do in the dark? See, that's the problem. They're so inconsistent, and they just do whatever they think that people want to hear, what their people want to hear, or people want to do.
And that's therein the problem, because you can't just do what people want to hear. And that's because that's always been the Republican problem, though, seriously. They'll do things in private, but they're not going to do it in public because it doesn't look good. The optics may not be well. They may not believe that, that is going to be perceived well with their backers or with the people that's funding them. So, they're not going to do it in open, but they'll do it in private so they can have plausible deniability. Well, who voted against her? How many did you lose? They're not going to do it in public because that way they know it's on notice and everybody can see it. But for people who do things in the dark that don't do things in the light, what do you call them? Criminals. I mean, think about it. Think about it. Think about it, man. If you're a criminal, you do things in the dark. You do things without nobody knowing about it. Okay. And then you don't tell everybody that, I'm robbing you blind, but but they do it, and then when it comes to the public, oh, we're helping save you. We're helping save. They can't say that now. They're not doing anything right. I mean, what exactly are they doing? They're just collecting the paycheck. I tell you what, we should try to pass a bill that says that y'all don't get paid unless you do your job. Just like us, you don't do your job, you don't get paid.
Get paid. Sorry. Not you. Yeah, I totally agree with that 100%. First of all, I heard a story. A friend of mine was telling me a story, and he's saying that they should have, first of all, no one should have. First of all, they should have term limits.
Yes,
straight term limits for the Supreme Court as well.
Oh yes,
8 years is your term. 16 years. So that means 16. Every president needs to pick at least two Supreme Court justices. 8 years. 8 years. You were told 16 years of the Supreme Court justice. Presidents get to pick two of those every single year. That makes things fair and even. That's how you do it. But you keep people in these offices for years and years and years and years and years, they have a potential to do wrong shit. I'm sorry, it just happens like that.
They do. I mean, because I mean, what they always said, ultimate power corrupts ultimately. I mean, you if you have complete power, you're going to do things that are wrong because you're not going to see it as wrong because you have the complete power. And that's why they're supposed to have checks and balances. But these people, they don't have checks and balances, and they're doing right now. I don't even understand what's happening in the political world, other than Biden right now. I read that he was dangling money for Ukraine and Israel
100 billion.
into, yeah, right. And I'm like going, but what why? I mean, you haven't really told me why.
Yeah, yeah. I heard something the other day, and well, not the other day. I heard many years ago, and this saying has always stuck with me. And it says, "Systems left unchecked will move from order to disorder."
That's true. Yeah.
Systems left unchecked will move from order to disorder.
To disorder. They teach you that in management and psychology of management. That's what they teach you in psychology of management. They teach you that if you leave a system alone and don't check it, it's yeah, it's going to fall apart. It's
going to
you
fall
know,
apart.
you can't, you got to have check, you got to be in it, you got to have checks and balances, you got to watch it, you have to, but it'll just completely fall apart, which is what our system is right now. Our system, United States democracy, is basically falling apart because we're not, the people that should be checking it, they're not. And
Right.
that's not their goal. Their goal is to make money, and their goal is to please the people, their shareholders, or the people who actually put them in office, rather than do what's best for America.
Before we leave, we got to talk about John Day Trump. He was over in New York. He showed his ass. The judge gave him a limited gag order. He broke that gag order. They said it charged him $5,000, and the judge said, if you do it again, jail is not off the table.
Yeah, I'm telling you. See, here's the thing, and he's gonna do it again. So that's why I hope that judge.
Go to jail.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but he should go to jail. I mean, if he does it again, they should put his behind in a holding cell. I mean, they're not going to put him in general population, general pop. He ain't going there, but they'll put him in a holding. They can put him in a holding cell till he understands. Look, homie, you can't just do whatever you want to do. This is different.
Secret Service right with you in that jailhouse with you. I don't care.
But yeah, I mean, the Secret Service can sit outside the cell. I mean. I mean, it's only you in there, and so whatever it is, but it's only you and a little a bathroom type thing, you peeing in there. That's it, in the bars and a little concrete table or a concrete seating area. So what can happen to you? I really believe that if he continues on the path that he's on, that someone is going to say enough, and they're going to put him in a holding cell. And that's where everybody's gonna go crazy. I mean, and he should be in one. Why should he be different?
He shouldn't be no different than nobody else, man. No one else. He should be no different. He is a not convicted, but he is an indicted criminal.
Yeah, he's an indicted criminal right now. So he shouldn't have any more. I mean, according to our laws and our rules, no person's above the law. Nobody's above the law. And then you should get treated similarly. We know that doesn't happen in the United States because, United States have the best legal system that money can buy. But the bottom line is they should at least have some semblance of fairness. And if he continues talking, they should throw his ass in jail.
In jail. Just that simple.
Well, a holding cell. I mean, it won't be jail, it'll be a holding cell. If they put him in jail, he wouldn't last 5 minutes. But
only with his feet put up.
I mean, either they're putting him on home. What did they put him on? Put him on a gag order and put a bracelet on his ankle and keep him at home. I don't know. But they could tell the media that, look, we don't want you guys to air this guy's stuff because it's contradictory to the trial. And they can hold them responsible for airing it. I mean, just think about that. Of course, they're going to say freedom of the press, but it's freedom of the press until you start getting to the point where you're starting to overthrow or attempting to overthrow the system.
Yeah. People get hurt and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. Because what did he do? The last time he posted the DA of New York, her address where she lived.
Address, and I mean, come on. How can you that person now cannot live at that address at all. They put their family in jeopardy. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, if anybody else had been in jail. He tainted the whole jury pool he's trying to taint.
Yeah, that's his goal. So that way, well, they can have a mistrial. you know, and then they'll move on from there. Then he'll move on from there, be mistrial. He's doing what he can to muddy the waters. And that's why I didn't think it was going to be practical for us to have a real hearing or court hearing with him, because he's going to taint the jury pool. And if not, he'll have people mess with it. I mean, you know, just to say, oh, well, this person talked to that person, we got to call a mistrial.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
you know, that's it. So America, what is happening in America, man? What's going on with us?
Well,
you know,
not a whole lot. Talk to me about Hey, Sugar Bear, talk to me about the Sintown Project.
Oh my God, the Sintown Project is it was on hiatus for a minute, but we did get some really good B-roll footage from Leland, and Buttons helped us, and we went out there and we went into the neighborhood, and we did shoot the streets, we shot the wash, I mean, we shot the schools. We actually got ran off from Marshall. You know, yeah, we did. We didn't know you can't fly a drone over a school. Who knew? Anyway, so we took a lot of B-roll shots, and we will be back on the schedule again, where we're going to start interviewing people. And I've seen a couple of people give more interest in it, which is really cool. And we should start doing that soon. I'm going to say soon. And this one's on me. I'm the one that went on hiatus, but we will start soon. We will definitely start soon. It's still on the burner.
Let's correct the record real quick. We went on hiatus. We deserve a break also, you guys. We got families and things to do too. So we on hiatus, not him.
Thank you.
On a hiatus.
We. Thank you, my brother. Yes, we went on hiatus. So yeah, but we will get back. We will start. It will be on the calendar. You will start to see things. It's going to be moving right along. Yancy and I are going to be working really hard to get this to get it to fruition. We got some really good shots though. Ganesha and of the neighborhood, the wash. We got the wash. We got you know, the street signs, and we actually visited. Chris Adams was actually walked up on us, man. We were in Kennedy Park, man. Okay, so me, Leland, and Buttons was in Kennedy Park, you know, plotting out where we were going to shoot, how we were going to shoot it, just doing the plot. And all of a sudden, man, out of nowhere, somebody walked up with a dog, and he said, you know, Leland said, Chris. And he's like, he walked out of a cloud, man, like, ying. I was like, Chris Adams, it just came up out of nowhere. So we talked with him for a while. We actually parked the car in his driveway while we did some shooting. And then we had a wonderful time at Pomona, man. Just going up to where the fairgrounds is, going up to Ganesha Park, you know, going to Kennedy Park, you know, shooting in Kennedy Park, going to Ganesha High School and to Marshall Junior High School. It brought back a lot of memories, and we're going to be talking about a lot of those memories in the Sintown Project, you know, because it brought back a whole lot of memories, man. I couldn't believe it. All the stuff that I had almost forgotten about.
Excellent, man. So. That's great. That's great. I saw some of the clips. I was really impressed. It was really nice to see you brothers get together and just collaborate and get the information you needed. So I was so happy to see that. That was great.
Man, that's really the good, important thing about it too. We got together and cooperated. We just got together and started, hey, everybody said, and that's the project. You know, everybody has a thought. Everybody has, you know, we try to incorporate everything that is good for the project, right? We incorporate it and put it into the project. So those of you who may have questions, or those of you who may have some type of suggestions, please email us. You guys, what is it? infoblips1@gmail.com, or, you know, Yancy's email. You can email Yancy or do that, and we'll take a look at it. We are definitely going to be moving full steam ahead. Definitely.
Absolutely. So good. It was good. Good stuff. It was good stuff. I'll tell you guys, Sugar Bear's the only guy who got his same afro from high school. He's still wearing his afro.
Man, oh my God. Yeah, because I didn't cut my hair for a while. And who was it? Leland said, he goes, you're still one of the brothers that can pull that off, man. I just, you know, you still have the pick and everything. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, it's still there. I'm blessed, you know, to have a head full of hair. But yeah, it was really weird when Chris saw me. He said, you still got your fro, man. I'm like, yeah. I mean, you know.
Everybody else is like me, man. All gone. So
you know, the majority of the people, they were like going, yeah, nah, that ain't happening with me, man. I'm like, well, I'm you know, I'm just fortunate. blessed, definitely. And I'll be, but again, I'm not letting it grow out there like it was. You remember how it was really big at one time, and I'm gonna probably cut it off a little bit, but just
would be really nice at the end of the Suntown project is that we have a nice little Suntown party in the park. Sugar
now
Bear, come out and play. Just come on, just come out and have a good time.
that would be nice.
Not Glacier Park, but in not Glacier Park, but Kennedy Park.
Kennedy Park. And Kennedy Park, man, it's still really nice. I mean, it's beautiful. It's the trees there, it's just really, really still nice and beautiful and green. And you can hang out and sit on the grass up there, and it's really, really, really nice. I couldn't believe it. When I went there, I thought it was going to be like, overrun or something like that, but it wasn't. And the area really looks good. It really looks good.
Really nice, yeah.
So we should plan that. Yancy, we should plan that. Definitely. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice.
Mayors or whatever the case may be,
Yeah, have them come out and talk and speak on the Centown project and the legacy of Centown. It may not be what people think it is. It's really nice over there now, though. I really appreciate one thing you have to say, man, is those houses that were, and this is gonna be in the Centown project. Those houses that were purchased for $10,000 and $15,000 are now going for $400,000 and $500,000 and $600,000. I couldn't believe that. I was like,
and they're being bought too.
Say again?
They're being bought. People are buying them.
Yes, people are buying them. People are buying them. I was like, what? $500,000-$600,000 for a house that I know some people pay. I know we paid $15,000 on my mom, not we, but my mom and dad. But I mean, and you look at the houses now, and they're like $400,000, $500,000, $600,000.
You're back in the day, man. We lived in Centown. We didn't have any air conditioning in the houses.
No, I know none. Zero. We were fortunate because we had a swamp cooler, man, on the top of the house. Yeah, no air at all at 100 and some degrees, man. Oh, that was horrible. I remember those days.
I don't remember it being that it was 100 degrees, but I don't remember it being that miserable.
No, because we rode our bikes, we ran around. I remember sometimes laying on the linoleum floor to get cool, but coming from outside playing football or coming from outside riding around the track or riding up the what I did look at, man? That hill, the pudding stone. I went, how the heck did I ever ride my bike up that hill? Right. I mean,
absolutely.
I could not. I mean, up that hill, man, past. I was like, oh Lord, how did I do that? And then flying down, I was like, wow, man, that just. We were in shape. We were in shape.
Back in the day, we used to get out of the house. We didn't come back in until the street light blinked, and you better have your ass in the house. But
yeah. The street lights blink and they come on. They used to blink before they come on. Then you better be on your block in that house, But we would again. I don't know the kids nowadays. They just they usually are at home more. As soon as we did our chores, we were out. Light came on, chores done, we were gone. It's like see you guys later. We would come back right before the street. I mean, be all over the place. Be all everywhere, experimenting and looking at new places and going through tunnels and all jumping the wash and all that stuff, man. You can't even the wash. How we used to the hole in the fence in Centown? It's not there. It looks like it's part of somebody's backyard now because we went over there to tape the hole. Right? We said I know they didn't close it up by now. But when we went over there to look, it looked like it was in somebody's backyard. There was a brick wall, and it looked like it was incorporated into somebody's backyard. And people started looking at us crazy, so we just said we was gonna leave. So, because I'm like, can you imagine us three walking up to there? We just want to see the hole in the fence. No.
So yeah, good. This is good stuff, man.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, you guys, we will be back. We will be back doing what we do on a consistent basis. Like Yancy said, we took a hiatus, man. We needed a break, but we were doing this for a long time, and we're gonna continue to do it. And we have different projects coming up. We're gonna have different specials coming up. So you guys look out for them, and comment in the comment section. Press the like button, whatever you got to do to let us know that you're out there. Okay.
Do what you do.
Do what you do. All right, this is John. I'm saying, hey, peace, you guys. Thank you very much for being here. We really appreciate you guys. And then again, leave a comment. Leave a comment. We really need to hear from you. All right. Thank you guys very much.
Afro, you guys. Tell Johnny you like his afro. Sugar Bear. Peace out.
Peace out, y'all. Oh.